At 7:27 p.m., on a freezing rural road in New Hampshire, Maura Murray's car crashed into a snowbank on Route 112. Airbags deployed, engine still running, no clear sign of injury, but she wasn't found inside the car. And she wasn't just missing after the crash, someone actually saw her alive moments later. So the crash itself was never the real mystery, because when witnesses approached to help, she reportedly refused and walked away from the scene, straight into the freezing forest. No phone call, no distress signal, no explanation that fits logic. And that's where the timeline breaks. Because after that moment, there is no confirmed trace of her anywhere. No verified sighting, no contact, nothing. Which leads to the real question investigators still can't answer. Why would a 1-year-old student leave a survivable crash and disappear into darkness alone? And what happened in those final minutes after she walked into those woods has never been fully proven. Maura Murray wasn't someone known for instability or chaos. She was a 1-year-old nursing student with a structured life. Good academic record, active in college life, no criminal background. But in the weeks before her disappearance, something quietly shifted. Emails sent to professors didn't fully match her situation. Plans were made, then changed, without explanation. And then she packed her belongings, not like a short trip, but like someone preparing for something uncertain or final. On the 9th of February 2004, she left campus alone. No confirmed destination was clearly shared. No full explanation given to anyone close to her. She drove north into rural New Hampshire. Snow conditions were worsening, visibility dropping, roads nearly empty, and her phone activity shows something strange. No meaningful outgoing communication during the drive. No clear distress calls. Just movement. At approximately 7:27 p.m., a passing bus driver saw her car, a black Saturn, crashed into a snowbank on Route 112. Hazard lights blinking, airbags deployed, but no driver visible inside. No immediate signs of struggle or emergency. A standard accident at first glance, but that assumption breaks almost immediately. Within minutes, a nearby resident saw something critical. A woman matching Maura's description walking along the road, alive, moving away from the crash site. Not running, not panicked, just walking into darkness. When help was offered, she reportedly refused and continued into the forest. Investigators faced an immediate contradiction. If she survived the crash intact, why abandon the car? If she was fleeing danger, why leave belongings behind? If she was injured, why walk deeper into freezing terrain alone? Every explanation breaks under basic logic. Search teams swept the surrounding woods, but conditions worked against them. Snow-covered terrain, dense forest, limited visibility. No confirmed trace was recovered nearby. No clothing, no remains, no definitive signal trail. It was as if she left the mapped world entirely after that point. Over time, theories multiplied. Voluntary disappearance, accidental death in wilderness, third-party involvement after crash. But none explain all contradictions simultaneously. Every theory solves one part and destroys another. The central issue in this case is not lack of theories, it is lack of anchors. No confirmed final communication, no verified final location, no physical evidence that closes the timeline. After Route 112, everything becomes inference, not fact. Missing persons cases usually end in one of three ways: discovery of location, discovery of remains, or verified movement beyond last sighting. This case has none of those confirmations, which is why it continues to resist closure even after years of analysis. So what really happened in those final hours? Did she leave the crash scene intentionally? Did she encounter someone off the road? Or did something happen in those woods that no witness ever saw clearly enough to report? Because the most disturbing part of this case isn't what we know, it's how completely the trail disappears after a single road. And until that missing link is found, Maura Murray remains one of the most confusing and unresolved disappearances in modern true crime history. Not because there are no answers, but because none of the answers fully survive scrutiny. Some mysteries stay unsolved, not because the truth disappeared, but because one small moment changed everything forever. Cases like this remind us how quickly a normal night can turn into a question nobody is ever able to answer. Subscribe for more real, unsolved mysteries that still disturb investigators to this day.